What is up, people? It is 2023 and we're already nearly halfway through the year and you still haven't made a profitable e-commerce store. Or maybe you have. In that case, congrats, keep it up. But if you're still stuck, this video is your ultimate blueprint to help you navigate the essential steps to starting your very own e-commerce store from scratch. And I've mentioned it before and I will say it again. Dropshipping can be an incredible business model, especially if you use it as a stepping stone to transition into the full-fledged brand. Remember, providing value to your customers is key. Give them a compelling reason to choose you over the competition, and the rest will follow. So in this video, I'm going to be discussing the crucial steps you're going to need to take in order to see the success you've been looking for. But before we hop straight into the video, I'm going to be giving away a completely free custom-built dropshipping store made by my team. Now, all you got to do to enter the giveaway is like the video, you got to be subscribed, and then lastly, comment below a place you want to travel to, or if you don't want to travel, simply something insightful. Now, there are plenty of moving parts to cover, so let's waste no time and finally get right into this. All right, so the very first thing you need to do to start this business is create a Shopify account. And luckily, as a partner with Shopify, if you click the link in the description, you'll get access to an exclusive offer for Shopify for only $1 on all plans. And since we are technically starting a business from scratch, it's important to be mindful of our budget. And this offer is going to save us $38 a month that we can then go ahead and allocate towards other parts of the model. All right, so probably the easiest way to go ahead and get Shopify for only $1, and my affiliate link is hitting any one of my videos, going down to the description, which will be available in this video as well. Just go hit the link in bio. So we're gonna go ahead and use an email that we can remember. All right, so this is mine for now. Test store, start free trial. And we can skip all this, skip all. US, next. We're gonna go ahead and continue with email. We're gonna use a password that we can remember. Create Shopify ID. Now we're getting loaded into our dashboard. So here we are at our Shopify dashboard. The next step is where this business will stem from, being the product that is going to help you get your foot in the door. But before you think it's okay to just pick any product you think is going to sell, you need to first understand what it takes to be a winning product. With that being said, you must first understand the criteria of a good product. Off of first glance, the first thing you should be focusing on is wow factor. So search for unique products that create a strong desire for someone to want to purchase it. These products should differentiate themselves from what's commonly available in local stores. Next, consider saturation. So analyze the market to ensure it's not overly saturated with similar products. Go ahead and gauge competition by researching competing items and identifying opportunities for your product to thrive. Third, think about UGC capability. So look for products that can generate engaging user-generated content on social media platforms. It's important to pay attention to the visual appeal and emotional connections, as these factors contribute to captivating and shareable content, which we all see on TikTok, Instagram Reels, and YouTube Shorts. And lastly, it's important to keep in mind longevity. Focus on products that can be expanded into product lines and maintain relevance over time. This strategy promotes sustainable growth and helps you build a strong brand with a loyal customer base. Now that you understand the criteria to a winning product, how do we go about finding them? And if you watch any of my videos, you know that I like to use a popular yet effective method of leveraging TikTok's search feature by simply typing in phrases such as TikTok made me buy it, TikTok products, Amazon products, and also don't forget to play around with the custom date ranges to find the most recent and popular products. Now, after finding your desired product that perfectly fits the criteria, we're ready to import this product. All right, so now I have my hypothetical product that I do want to sell right here. I have the AliExpress link. Now, what we're gonna need to do is import this product from AliExpress over to Shopify, and what's gonna help us really streamline this whole process and make it a bunch easier is using AutoDS. So same thing, we can go here, hit my link in bio, and then we're gonna get redirected to AutoDS so that we can go ahead and create our account. So we're gonna go and use my email, join, and then we are selling on Shopify. Clearly continue. And we're gonna go ahead and pick our plan You can pick a plan based on how many products you want to go ahead and import. I'm just going to go with the most popular one right here. So I'm going to go ahead and try it for $1. I'm going to go ahead and put in my credit card information and then get back to you guys. And so here we are onto the AutoDS dashboard. And not only does it allow you to import products from AliExpress, but it also serves as a fulfillment service, really, like I said earlier, streamlining this entire process. As we can see here, it's going to give us a brief rundown of the entire dashboard. So we're going to go ahead and add our store first off, add the app and the test store. And then it's going to automatically get set up for us once we do hit that install app button. All right, so we are all set up. And like I said earlier, we are going to need to import products. Now, if you guys were having any issues with the TikTok search method and you weren't able to find a product, AutoDS actually has its own product research guide, and it showcases potential winning products that have been proven to sell by other competitors. So if we just go here to winning products, we can see that each of these winning products, they are being proven to sell by all these viral ad copies right here. This is the viral Facebook ad copy. And then the cool thing is that the shipping time is a lot quicker than AliExpress. So on AliExpress, it might be 30 plus days. Here it's 14 to 27. And you can see all the different ones right here, 8 to 29. And we got a bunch of other products right here. And also specifically, we have this entire database right here. If we go over to the supplier, if we select AutoDS, we have all the AutoDS suppliers with the reduced shipping times right here. So 9 to 12 business days rather than the 30 plus. Right, so that's the cool thing. Now, I personally already found my product, so I'm going to go ahead and simply import the product from AliExpress. So to do that, we're going to go over to products. We're going to go ahead and add the product, and I'm going to copy this URL right here, paste it, add as a draft, and then you can go over to click here to track the progress. Here it is, and we're going to select it. And here I can start to configure what I want to be imported onto the store itself. But for now, I'm just going to import it as it is, and I can edit it later at any point. So I'm going to go ahead and import that. Go ahead and view the details. And as you can see, it says that it has completed the import process. So we can go over to my store and then go to products, and then we'll go ahead and refresh. All right, so here we are onto the products. Here is my product. So now that I know what I want to sell, before we edit the product page, I'm going to go ahead and name the store, come up with a name for this store. So I did find an example brand from TikTok. This is the example product right here. It's called the Drencher. So what I like to do is I like to use AI to help me come up with various names for my store. So I'm gonna head over to Chat GPT, and I'm gonna use Chat GPT 4, and I'm gonna say, all right, what are some brandable names for my water gun product? All right, let's see what it comes up with. Creating catching brandable name for water gun product. Aqua Blitz. I like that one. I'm gonna go with the first one. I think I like the first one best. So that's what I'm gonna go with it. You can go ahead and play around and use this as inspiration for your brand name. So in this case, I'm gonna go ahead and name this the Aqua Blitz 1.0 for now. And then I'm gonna name my store Aqua Blitz real quick. And this is what I would set up my domain as well. Go ahead and name it. Store name will be Aqua Blitz. Save that over here. And once you have found the right product to sell, the next step is to create a product page that will convert visitors into buyers. This is where you need to focus on the content of your product page. You want to make sure that your product page is visually appealing, easy to navigate, and contains all the information needed for a customer to feel comfortable spending their hard-earned money on your website. And personally, I like to use Chat GPT for this as well to make the entirety of this process a whole lot easier. All right, so what I'm gonna do, I think this might be a better idea for me, but generally, I like to find as much information as I can about this product. In this case, Amazon has a lot more detail compared to this example right here. So what I'm gonna do is give ChatGPT as much information as I can. So what I'm gonna say is, I'm gonna give you information about my product. Please write me a nice product page description. I'm gonna go ahead and paste that I copied from Amazon or whatever website you decide to use. All right, so it's a lot of paragraphs and this isn't very nice on the eye. So I'm just gonna say more interactive and bullet points. More interactive and bullet points. There we go. That looks a lot better. So much better. And this is what we will be copying and pasting here. So for now, I can just copy and delete that. Copy that, and I'm gonna head over back to my product page. This is what I will be using for my product page. All right, so then I'm gonna go ahead and fix up the pricing. So as of now, it's at $13.91. I think that, let's see what the competitors pricing it at. Let's see, $39. Okay, so you can get it at $13, $14. I would say that ideally, if you're gonna go in paid, you can go probably 3 to 4 times, but if you're gonna go in organic, 2 to 3 times is fine. So I'm gonna go with, let's just make a hypothetical scenario that I'm going in organic. So I'll probably go at $34.99 just to undercut the competitor a little bit. And in there. And then I'm just gonna keep this pretty simple. I'm not gonna do different colors. I'm just gonna keep it blue and delete this. Oops. And I'm gonna go ahead and save. And as of now, this is our product page. All right, so throughout editing this whole store, I just realized that I did not record what I did, which is extremely unfortunate. So what I finished was I finished creating the product page. I added that description, then I edited some of the photos, and then I went and started to piece together the online store. So this is what I worked on, the customization process from here, which was, going ahead and changing the header from free shipping on orders $50 plus. That was very simple. I just clicked here, changed the text. All right, so the main thing that I did right here was I added the image, and what you could do is simply go over to AliExpress, and then from there, take some of these images, as long as you go ahead and contact that supplier and say, hey, are these non-copyright images? Can I use them? Took that image, put it right here. Then I added this right here. As you can see, the main competitor actually went in and used that. I just simply took it, but went in and used Chat GPT. So I went here. You can see that I went on to Chat GPT and I said right here, threw that in there, make me something similar. And then it said, elevate your water battles with Blitz. So then I copied that, went over and copied that there, added the shop now, that first product. So the main thing is piecing together this main product page and then adding your featured product. You can go ahead and add these other products like they have here, which doesn't take too much time. You just got to copy the AliExpress links from here, take this, go into AutoDS, throw it in there, and then you should be good to go. The cool thing about AutoDS is that once you do get an order, it's going to populate here. You buy the credits, you purchase the product, and then the customer's information is automatically going to go ahead and get synced on to AutoDS so that you can go and order that product, and the tracking codes are going to get synced over onto Shopify. The customer is going to get the notification, they're going to get the tracking code, and that order will be fulfilled. So that's what I did for the online store. I did select the refresh theme. So if we go back, we can see, I don't know if that was recorded on the video, but I did select the refresh theme. I added it, I published it, and now it is published over the Dawn theme that you can't forget to do. And then as far as the free shipping on orders $50 plus, we're going to want to head over to settings, which this wasn't recorded either, which is unfortunate. Shipping and delivery. We're going to go into manage. And then from there, I went in and created each rate. I deleted the pre-existing rates, copied or just typed this here, threw it in. So once someone spends $50, they're going to get free shipping. And then from here, priority processing, which is a shipping upsell, $5.99. And then I added the conditions based on an order price of $0. They're going to see that the priority processing is $5.99 and the standard shipping right here is $3.99 based on an order price of $0. So that is for the standard. You could do the same thing over here for the international, but I figured you guys know how to do that. Save that, and then pretty much finished with the online store portion. It looks pretty decent, and we are optimizing for mobile. Now, as far as the logo, I went in and created this logo on Canva. So I went to Canva and I simply went over onto designs, and I just typed in water gun, gave me this design, and then I put in my lettering. It's very easy. Saved it, threw it on over here, and this is so far what my website does look like. One thing that I wanted to mention is that you probably want to set up your pixel. Actually, you need to set up your pixel. So in order to do that, you're going to go into online store, then preferences, and then you're going to get prompted here to the Facebook pixel. You're going to add the app, and then it's pretty self-explanatory process of going in and setting up all that good stuff, just linking your business manager, your ad account, and yeah, so now we are ready to get into the Facebook ad portion, which shouldn't take too long, but it's going to help you guys out a lot. All right, so now that the foundation is finished, we are ready to start the advertising portion. For now, I'll be covering how to run paid traffic for Facebook ads. And Facebook ads specifically are great for the consistency that the platform brings once you have pinpointed the correct audience and you have enough data to continue on to more advanced stages of advertising. And we're going to be focusing on the initial testing process. So let's hop into the computer and set up a basic testing phase campaign. All right, so here we are onto my test ad account. What we're going to do to create this first campaign is we're going to head over and select the sales button. So we're going to hit the create button, then we're going to go ahead onto sales because we want to get sales. We're going to manually select this, create this campaign, and then we're just going to name this water gun. Water gun. And then we'll go interests, and then winning creative. And then once we do that, we're going to go and select next. We're not going to be testing at CBO or Advantage campaign budget, which is going to be spending money and dispersing the money really. So if you are at it used to be called CBO, now it's called Advantage campaign budget, I think. And so if you have $100 budget and you have well, the money is going to be going into wherever the best performing ad set may be. The reason why I don't like to do it is because quote unquote best might mean like click-through rate, CPC, CPM, but it doesn't always mean sales. So I'm going to let myself dictate how much each ad set spends specifically. So in this case, we're going to be doing $5 per ad set. So I'm going to be doing the first one. We're going to be making, we'll do 3 for now. And then we'll go from here. So I'm not going to name this one yet, but we're going to go in on website. Then we're going to choose our pixel. Go ahead and choose our pixel, then we're going to select purchase, and then we're good here. So we're going to scroll down. We're not going to be using custom audiences because we don't have enough data yet, or if you do, then maybe you can. But for detailed targeting, this is where I like to brainstorm. So trying to think of, potential products that are similar, interests that are similar. First thing that comes to mind is Hasbro's, right? Hasbro, which is Nerf gun, Super Soaker. We'll see. Super Soaker water gun. So this is owned by Hasbro. So I'll go in here and then I'll go Hasbro. This is a gaming brand. And then from here, I'm going to copy this. Generally, you want to be testing what is similar to your interests. So I'm going to go in Advantage Plus. I want to let Facebook do its thing in terms of the placements. So then I'm going to go on to next. And then from here, this is where we're going to be using somewhat of our intuition, but also previous results from other people. All right, so here is the drencher. Now, what I would personally do for my ad creatives, I would look at the most viral videos from your example brand. So this is the example brand for me. All right, this video right here, 600K views. Why did it get 600K views? That's not the product that we're trying to sell though. So let's try and find the most viral video. So here, 8 million. So what I'll try to do is get someone to make an extremely similar to video to this one that went viral. So if this was my example brand and it organically went viral, I would simply use this as my ad creative for Facebook. So let's just pretend that this is my brand. This isn't, but this is a great example of a great ad. So I'm going to go over to this app, SS Tik, copy, paste, download. And then without the watermark, close it. And then here we are. So this is going to be my ad creative. So then I'm going to go in, select my page. If you have one, you can. We're going to name this ad number 1. I'm going to go over here, create the ad, single image. I'm going to add the media, add video, and then it's going to upload this video. All right, so boom, now that it's uploaded, next, done. And then we're going to need a call to action, correct? So then I'm going to go over to my online store and I'm going to copy paste my product page, right? Then I'm going to go ahead and copy paste my product page for my specific product. Boom. Going to go ahead and take that, head back over. Then going to scroll down right here, take that, throw it there. We're going to go in on shop now for the call to action, primary text. So this is where we're going to want to get some ideas. So we're going to go ahead and ask Chat GPT. And then here I can say, all right, with this information, make me a Facebook ad copy. Nice. Okay, and sometimes it spits out a lot, but for now, I'm probably just going to take this. All right. That looks solid. Okay, so that's going to be my primary text. And this right here could probably be my headline. And you usually don't need a description if you're going to be going onto Instagram. It's not going to show anyway, so you probably don't need that. I'm not going to put that. All right, so there we go. There is ad number 1. Now, what we're going to need to do now is create 2 other ad sets. What you could do is split test these 2 ads and get another one of your hypothetical viral videos, throw it in here and test out something different, a different angle. Maybe you could even do a different product if you wanted, but for now we're going to keep it simple and just do 1 ad. You just duplicate this ad and then, change the video and pretty much just change the video. You could change the destination link if you are going ahead and changing the product, but in this case we're just going to keep it pretty simple. I'm going to go in and just create 2 more ad sets, and the only variable that we are changing here is the interest. One thing that I didn't mention earlier was your targeting. So you kind of want to get an idea of who you need to be targeting, so you can do your own research, you can use your intuition. But generally, I like to go either US or Canada to start with, and then I like to go broad anyway. That's why I forgot, because I like to go broad. I really only like to go a little bit more narrow in terms of the interest. Even though this might seem like only men are going to buy this product, you truly don't know until you get the data and then you analyze from there. So I like to go pretty broad from the beginning. Could go Canada, I could go Big 4, but for now, I'm going to keep it like this. Just remember to do your own research. But we're going to go ahead and change the other interest. Now I'm going to go ahead and use suggestions as something that's similar, right? So these look pretty good. So Nerf toys is actually great. So Nerf toys, I'm going to take that one, copy it, and then that is the next ad set. And I'm going to go here, suggestions, see what's similar. Let's go Legos. Legos would be pretty similar. And then see from there. So what I like to do is generally test all these interests anyway. So that's why I'm not being so picky. I like to test those. And that is pretty much my campaign. Very, very basic ad campaign. Now, all I have to do to complete this is select that publish, and it's going to start to publish. And I said this before, these are the ad creatives that you had. Right now, I only have 1 ad creative. All right, so for this campaign, we can see that each ad set has its own ad creative. If I just go ahead and refresh, yeah, so we'll see that each ad has its own ad creative. You can eventually go ahead and split test. If this starts to fatigue, you can duplicate it and then add a new video. We have this main campaign that is on right now. So one thing to keep in mind is the fact that it is on. Once it gets out of review and it gets approved, it's going to start spending money. It's going to be starting to spend that budget that we selected. So here, I selected, did I select 20? So here, if you're doing, let's say probably 5 ad sets, You could do $10. If you're doing 5 ad sets, you could do $5, however much you want. But you know, for me, generally when I'm testing, I like to test at anywhere ranges from $30 all the way to $150 per testing phase campaign. So here I'm gonna do $10. So we'll be spending $30 in total on this campaign, and you can always add ad sets down the road. So if these ones are starting to fatigue, you can delete this or turn it off and then create a new one, and then, you know, change that budget. So if you have ad set number 1 at $5, ad set number 2 at $5, number 3, then you're going to be spending $15. It's pretty obvious, basic math. You can go ahead and adjust that as you want, but I would say pretty much keep it consistent, 5, 5, 5, or 10, 10, 10, 20, 20, 20, whatever you want. And then you can publish it from there. And so for now, if you don't want to spend the money yet, you can just simply turn it off. And so what I like to do later down the road is, once I do find out which interests are working best, then you can go ahead and get all those interests, remember them, or write them down, and then create your own campaign, and then throw them all into one campaign, one CBO campaign, or one, what do they call it, advantage budget campaign. Put that in at $100, $200, however much money you're willing to invest. And because we already know which ad sets have performed best or which interests, once we bundle them up, it's only right that they do well down the road. And of course we don't know, because we're going to be hitting a different audience every time. We just have to make the best judgment based off of the previous results. So we're finally done with the advertising side. Just make sure you are turning off the ad sets that are not profitable over time. Obviously, you don't want to be spending money on what is not working, but there you have it. Those are the essential steps you need to take to start your own dropshipping business in 2023. I hope this video is a great starting point for you guys. Do keep in mind that there are many moving parts to this business, so I suggest you guys to do as much research as you can. I dedicate my whole channel to e-commerce and finance, so you guys can go ahead and check out some of my other videos if you want to learn more in depth. And I also do apologize for not recording the creation of the store process. Don't forget about the giveaway though. If you have enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. See you guys in the next video. Peace.